Welcome back, crypto millionaires. Harry here, bringing you the latest and greatest news in the world of XRP. We've got an intriguing update that could impact XRP's trajectory, so buckle up and let's dive right in. Big moves are happening in the XRP world this week. Ripple has just completed an unexpected transfer of 1 billion XRP across its wallets. Yes, 1 billion, on April 2nd. This is particularly surprising because the usual escrow release that Ripple executes each month didn't occur, leaving many investors wondering what Ripple might be up to. Here's what we know. Ripple shifted half of this amount, 500 million XRP, in 2 transactions just minutes apart. First, 300 million XRP was moved, followed closely by another 200 million. The remaining half was transferred through 2 additional transactions, involving 170 million and 330 million XRP respectively. However, Ripple stunned the markets by locking 700 million XRP back into escrow. Why pause the usual release? That's the big question sparking buzz across the XRP community. This strategic shift could indicate Ripple is recalibrating its operations. Some market watchers speculate they're holding back XRP to better manage liquidity or even to preempt any regulatory or market fluctuations. Considering Ripple's ongoing court struggles with the SEC, any operational change like this draws attention. But the move also highlights Ripple's focus on preserving price stability and long-term strategy. Now, here comes the next burning question. How has this all affected XRP's price? Following these transactions, XRP saw a slight dip, trading at around $2.09 as of the latest updates. While dips after big fund movements like this aren't unusual, a key takeaway is the growing resilience of XRP's price above the critical $2 support level. Analysts see this as a bullish signal for the long term, especially with Ripple's apparent confidence in its ecosystem. Speaking of the long term, XRP enthusiasts have even more exciting news to be optimistic about. Coinbase Derivatives has submitted a certification application to the Commodity Futures Trading Commission to launch regulated XRP futures contracts later this month. These futures, set to go live on April 21st, will be cash settled in USD and target institutional investors seeking more efficient exposure to XRP. Each contract will represent a value of 10,000 XRP, approximately $20,000 at today's prices. Ripple, once again, is stepping into the big leagues, opening doors for greater institutional adoption. Aside from the futures launch, XRP also remains an active favorite among retail investors. Data from Glassnode indicates XRP's active addresses have soared 490% since 2022, far outpacing Bitcoin's growth. This retail-driven surge underlines swelling trader interest as Ripple continues securing partnerships and expanding utility in the global financial ecosystem. If that's not intriguing enough, analysts predict XRP could be primed for major price action later this month. Some believe XRP might test a lower range close to $1.79, while others are forecasting a potential rally toward $3 if it clears technical resistance levels. Such volatility may be frustrating for short-term traders, but the long-term outlook remains strong. XRP's utility in cross-border payments and its global partnerships with banks and financial institutions serve as its backbone. Still on the legal front, Ripple's long-standing battle with the SEC is the elephant in the room. Recent court filings have reopened speculation around Ripple's regulatory status. But for investors, the quieter-than-expected SEC response isn't necessarily bad news. While we don't have full clarity yet, Ripple continues adjusting its strategies, possibly to align with market and regulatory dynamics. So, what's next for XRP? Here are the big takeaways. First, Ripple's decision to deviate from its usual escrow release schedule signals strategic adaptability, something crucial in both the long-term growth and stability of the ecosystem. Second, the upcoming futures contracts will likely draw significant institutional interest, boosting liquidity and strengthening XRP's market position. And third, the price may face short-term dips, but don't underestimate its staying power. Ripple's moves, whether they're around escrow adjustments, court strategies, or boosting adoption, clearly suggest a focus on long-term resilience. All right, crypto millionaires, That wraps up today's XRP update. What do you think is behind Ripple's massive movements this week? Are you bullish or bearish on XRP in the coming weeks? Let me know in the comments below. Before you go, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another exciting update. Share this video with your crypto friends to keep them in the loop. And as always, keep hodling till you make those millions. See you in the next one.